Hello everyone, here we are with our Cicero, the Catinilian conspiracy, looking at the first page of this. So we start off with tandem aliquando quirites. Okay, just changing my pen color so that I can underline things. At last then, tandem. At last then, look at this Ciceronian abundance, filled with those Ciceronian periods we've been talking about. You need to go right down to the end of the sentence, don't you? At last, now we have forced out, lots of true perfects here, we have forced out from the city, or we have emissimus, or we have driven out, or, tricolon here, or we have pursued with words, ipsum, that very man, while he was leaving of his own accord. Sorry, that was just my phone going. So at last, Romans, we have forced out from the city, or driven out while leaving of his own accord. We have pursued with words Lucius Catilina, raging with audacity, furentem, present participle, raging with audacity, present participle furentem in the accusative, exhaling crime, it's such a good description, exhaling crime, wickedly plotting, nefarie molientem, wickedly plotting the destruction, alliterated P's, the destruction of his fatherland, of his country, threatening you, militantem, threatening you and this city with flame and the sword. Is that the whole sentence? I think it is. Just because my partner was calling me then, I'm just going to do the whole bit again. At last, because it's so difficult. At last, go for the ericamus. We are forced out from the city, or driven out, or while he was leaving of his ipsum, or him leaving of his own accord, we have pursued with words, Romans, Lucius Catilina, raging with audacity, exhaling crime, wickedly plotting the destruction of his city, threatening both you and the city with flame and the sword. Whew, good sentence there. Abit, he has gone, he has departed, he has vanished. Abit, exgessit, evasit. He has gone, he has departed, he has vanished, he has escaped. No destruction will now be made, nulla pernicies, no destruction will be made against these walls, within these walls themselves. So no destruction will be made intra moenia, against the walls, within these walls themselves, by that monstro, by that unprodigio monstro, by that unnatural monster. Atque, and we have sine controversia, without doubt, defeated him, the one leader, and we have Vicimus defeated him, that one leader of this domestic war. For now that dagger, non enim, for now that dagger will not, illa sica, will not hover over nostra latera, over our sides. We need not pertimiscemus, we need not be frightened in the campus, not in the forum, not in the Senate House, finally not within our domestic walls, within the walls of our own homes. Ille motus, he was moved from his place when he was driven, ille motus est, he was moved from his place when he was driven from our city. Now we will openly engage. Now let us openly engage. Now geremus, future tense. Now we will openly engage in a just war, in a justum, in a regular warfare. Palam, openly. Now we will openly engage in open warfare with our enemy, without hindrance, nullo impediente. Sine dubio, without doubt, we have destroyed, perdidemus hominem, we have destroyed the man, we have conquered him magnificently. When we have forced him, cum conjecimus, when we have forced that man from hidden or from secret treachery into apertum latrocinium, into open warfare. Good paragraph. But because, quod, but because he did not extulit, but because he did not take a bloody dagger, a bloody sword, ut voluit, as he wished, because he is left with me alive, with nobis vivis, with me living, because we have snatched, excuse me, because we have taken his sword from his hands, because he has left reliquit, the citizens safe, the city standing. How much then do you think he has been? So quanto, by how much? Tandem then. Do you, putatis, do you think that man has been afflicted? So how much then do you think that he has been afflicted and crushed? Now, ille nunc jacet. Now he lies prostrate. Romans. And he knows he is ruined and rejected. Now, Romans, nunc quidites. Now, Romans, he lies prostrate, and he knows that he has been ruined and rejected. He sent it, he knows that he has been ruined and rejected, and he turns back his eyes as he leaves often to this city, quam, which he mourns. Look at this animal imagery, as it has been snatched from his jaws. But this city, quae, quidem, but this, as in urbs, but this seems to me to rejoice. Because, quod, look at the contrast here, because it has evomuerit, because it has forced out such a pest and has flung it out of its doors. Video qui sit, look for the ethos, logos, and pathos. Here's lots of ethos, him showing all that he knows. Indirect questions here. I know to whom Apulia attributa. I know to whom Apulia has been given. Who possesses Etruria? Who the Picenian land? Who the Gaelic district? Who has begged de proposcedit, who has begged for himself. The city ambushes, has urbanas insidias, and the slaughters of fire, and the caedis incendiorum, and the murders of fire, and the fiery murders. They know that all the plans of the previous night, go to the end sentient, they know, indirect statement here, probably verb of saying or thinking, they know that omnia concilia, that all the plans of the previous night have been perleta esse, have been relayed to me, that I laid them out before Patefeci, that I revealed them in the Senate yesterday. Catinilian himself is scared. Was scared, per tumoid. Catinilian himself was frightened. He fled. Why are these men, he quid expectant, why are these men staying behind? Why are these men lingering? Certainly, they are wrong, ne ille vehementer, certainly, they are very wrong if they sperant, if they are hoping that my previous mercy is going to perpetuam, is going to last forever, that my former gentleness, futuram esse, is going to last forever. Well done, everyone. I'll load that up, first third of the Catinilian. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.